So dear students, in this section now we are starting with a new subject, that is data structure and algorithm. It is a very important subject, and this subject is very much useful for the logic development. And if I'm not wrong, I can say that you can't get rid of data structure throughout in your engineering, because this is the base of everything. And if you will appear for gate exam or aptitude, everywhere data structure is very much required. So it is one of the core subject actually. So we will see today, as per our practice in our first lecture, we used to discuss about the course objective and course outcome, and our course is DSA, that is the data structure and algorithms. So the prerequisite for this particular subject is discrete mathematics, which we have studied in the last semester. So the course description is what is the objective of this course. So the objective of this course is to introduce the students to the fundamentals of data structure with concepts of C, C++, Java programming language, and enable them to apply the concepts for solving real world problems. Means we are not going to study only the data structure concepts, but we are going to relate that concepts with the real world applications. That is the main flavor of this subject. So the course objective, we are going to study the basic concepts of linear data structure and non-linear data structure. Definitely, if data structure is there and it is so important for the logic building, it can't be of single type. There are various types. So we will study the basic concepts of linear type data structure, non-linear type data structure. Then we will move and we will study the basic concepts of searching algorithm. We are going to study how we can search particular element by the various algorithms like linear search, binary search, and to study the basic concept of heap sorting algorithm. When you are going to deal with the searching algorithm, it is very necessary that we should know about sorting, and there are various algorithms for sorting like bubble sort, quick sort, heap sort. So we will see these algorithms as well. So the course outcome of this subject, our course is what? That is the data structure and algorithms. So course outcome means when we will be completing the whole syllabus of data structure and algorithms, what knowledge we will gain, that is the course outcome. So the course outcome of DSA is enumerate the concepts of data and data structure. As we are going to deal with all types of data structure, we will be able to know the difference between the various data structures. Then analyze the linear and non-linear data structure. Yes, definitely, as we are going to study the various types, so we can analyze which is linear data structure, which is non-linear data structure, and we are able to differentiate as well. Enumerate the sorting and searching algorithms. As I said, sorting is necessary for searching, so we will be capable enough to know the details about searching and sorting. And analyze the space and time complexity. Whenever you are dealing with any algorithm, these terms are very much necessary. Time complexity is very necessary because we need the algorithm which runs very faster, which is having execution less execution time, that is time complexity. And space complexity, yes, definitely, if we are having the less number of lines in the code, then we should say that it is a very good time space complexity that algorithm is having. So for that, first we should know the notations that are used for complexity, so that also we will study, and that's why that is one of the course outcome, that we will know what is the space and time complexity, and we can analyze it for each and every algorithm. So the syllabus for this particular subject, first unit is introduction to data structure, where we are going to see the basic terminologies in that data, data item, data type, data structure we will see. Then talking about data structures, we will see the classification and operations on the data structure. Linear arrays, in that how the traversing is done, how insertion deletion operations are done, that we will see. Pointers and structures, and then the main, that is the static and dynamic memory management. Then starting with the core, that is the second unit, is introduction to stack and queues, where we will know the basic concepts of stack and queue. Then we will see how we can represent stack using array as well. Applications of stack in arithmetic expression, recursion, tower of Hanoi. We used to play the tower of Hanoi game. That one more, that is nothing but the application of stack. That also we will see. Queue, how we can represent the queue using array, circular queue and its implementation. In unit 3, we will see linked list. It is the next part of stack and queue. In that we will see the concept of linked organization, how representation of linked list is done in memory, the types of linked list, that is singly, doubly and circular linked list, the operations that are performed on this, that is creation, traversing, searching, insertion and deletion, and representation of stack and queue using linked list. In the previous lecture, in the previous unit, we are studying representation of stack and queue using array, and here we will study representation of stack and queue using linked list. Then in unit 4 it is trees. In that we definitely we have studied trees in discrete mathematics as well, but there is difference somehow. But for that the basic knowledge of discrete mathematics trees is very necessary. So basic terminologies of trees, binary trees, how they are represented in the memory, the binary search trees. In that we will see the various operations like searching, inserting, deletion, traversals using stack. Then the balanced binary tree. In that we will see the AVL search tree and rotations, and heap, what is heap, and then we will study about the heap sort. Then in unit 5 we are going to study all the details about complexity. So it is algorithms and searching. So first we will see what is complexity of algorithms. For that asymptomatic notations we should study first, so we will study that in detail. After that the linear search algorithm along with the time complexity and space complexity, binary search algorithm along with time and space complexity. Then one more type is there, that is hashing. In that we will see hash table, hashing function, collision resolution techniques as well. So the reference books for that are GS Baluja, that is a very good book as well. Sham series Tata McGraw-Hill is also very good book, and the Bala Guru Swami, that is having data structure using C, that is also one of the good book. So these are some reference books that are required for studying the data structure and algorithms. So this is all about the description of DSA along with the course outcome and course objective. From our next section we will start with the concepts of data structure in detail. Thank you.